G'day, I'm Andrew Daddo, and this is Subaru's Great Australian Detour. I'm in Victoria, the gateway to the Grampians, the foothills, and I got here in Subaru's all-new Forester Hybrid. This is it, just look at it. It's literally all new. Now, there's a bunch of things to tell you about it. The first is, this is a pre-production model, so it might not be exactly the car that you can have. The second thing is it's perfect for the Ks we're gonna do. Bit of history, bit of adventure, a bit of nature. It's a great trip. And as I say, this is the one to do it in. You'll enjoy this. There's no single way to road trip. Is that the beauty of it? Sealed roads turn to dirt. That is where the magic lies. The surprises. The moments you can't plan but never forget. At Subaru, we live for the detour. Chasing the unknown, embracing the twists and turns, finding the unplanned stops along the way. You know that road that asks a whole lot more? It usually gives a whole lot back. Subaru's Great Australian Detour. Your ticket to a world discovered. We're headed for the Grampians, one mighty detour through some classic Australian farming country. Historic Sovereign Hill beckons, as do surprises. There's the ghosts of Aradale, the stick shed of Murtoa, paddling Lake Fyans, and even olives in the shadows of the Grampians. So about an hour and a half west of Melbourne is the well-trodden track to riches. You go past Daylesford, you pop in there for a bit of wellness, if you're after that. But Ballarat and Sovereign Hill is where people came for gold. Don't know if there's any gold here anymore, but there are nuggets of history and Sovereign Hill. Jeez, it's busy, still popular. Oh, I'm gonna get a park. The whole area's been hit with visitors since the 1850s. Gold fever was the early inspiration. Then in the mid-70s, someone struck a new kind of gold with tourism. You really should experience Sovereign Hill or experience it again. So if you're a Victorian, there's a pretty good chance you came here as a primary school kid. It's like a rite of passage. I reckon I came here in the 70s and it was probably only this much. There was not the same people, but still people in costumes. And the idea is that kids come and experience what life was like in the 1850s. They'll go to school, they'll get the discipline, like if they write with their left hand, with a ruler. The old days, not like that. The girls learn home crafts, the boys learn trades like sewing. That's for the girls. So it's just a brilliant look at how things were. Call someone a limey, you limey. That was mean. It's good to be back. Industry was everywhere. Businesses were small but effective, and everyone from the blacksmith to the banker to the tailor to the printer specialised. The print shop is great. It's genuinely authentic from the 1850s. And normally when I get around a printer, I get a definite sense of anxiety, but not with Trudy, who can print just about anything in 3 minutes, which is considerably faster than any printer I've ever had at home. Very, very cool. And it's the sea. Yeah.
I'm looking for the despicable despot called Daddo.
Nice.
Highway robbery,
hang on.
one of the crimes.
Which one?
Don't interrupt me, son, when I'm talking. I'm looking for Andrew Daddo.
Yes, I'm Cameron.
Hands out. That's it.
This is Stitch Up.
You're a stitch up.
You're a Stitch Up.
Righto, lad. Right, look, I'll just hold on to that one. You got a fat wrist as well as a fat personality. Come on, son, see? Andrew Daddo.
I believe that's Daddo.
I'm gonna have to arrest you for ignorance as well.
If you've got one D there,
no. Come on, son, down here.
I'm a Daddo, not a...
You're a... more than that, son.
Should we visit the blacksmith and get bigger? A glide down Main Street sets the scene, but it's the volunteers who bring the flavour and the memories. Hugh, you've been working here for nearly a decade. What do you think it is about Sovereign Hill that makes it... I can see what makes it a timeless experience, but since the 70s, this place has been full.
It is the history.
Yeah.
It is the history of Ballarat and the Gold Rush.
Yeah. So what was it like then? I mean, I know you're reenacting it, but was it crazy? Was it busy? Was it...
It was overcrowded, it was hard, and it smelt.
Yeah, I was going to say dirty.
It would have been awful.
And finally, for gold, have you ever actually found any gold here? I take that as a no.
Oh, no, I have. Not enough to make my fortune.
Right.
As you can see, I'm still here.
Okay.
But there is gold to be found out there.
Okay.
Out in the Ballarat, out in the bush, here in the Sovereign Hill, there is still gold, but it's not easy.
Right.
A lot of people say, give me the secret to finding gold. There is no secret, because if there was, we'd all be rich.
Right. Okay. Well, listen, you look terrific.
Thank you.
And you sound better.
Thank you. And I'm just glad you escaped.
Yes,
That's
so am
all
I.
there.
Very angry copper. He's
Oh,
coming too.
They're all angry. That's why I'm on the side of the diggers. We might just get out of here.
Sovereign Hill is a truly immersive experience, and maybe that's the best bit of it. You can dive as deep into the hill as you like. From the whack of the blacksmith, to gold pouring, to old-fashioned dress-ups, you will feel it without having to actually live it. It is quite surprising coming back to Sovereign Hill. I did think it was going to be a bit, but it's fantastic. And there's just a stack of things to do here, and the history is the winner. So when we come back, we're going to see some more history, and maybe we'll make some history as well. See you soon. Thank you very much. The more road tripping you do, obviously, the more car packing you do. Have you got a designated packer at your place? Is he almost as good as he thinks he is? And do we all do the same thing? Carry everything, get to the car and realise your key's in your pocket? Well, what colour opens a car? Car key. Or if you've got the key in the pocket, run the foot under the centre like that, and like magic, it opens. How good? There's nothing in this bag, by the way. It's completely empty. I'm just making it look like I'm carrying stuff. And then to close it, hit the button or do the sensor again, and off you go. Happy days. Just like magic. Almost 100 k's west and that much closer to the majestic Grampians is Ararat. It's another boomtown of Victoria's Central Highlands. Overseeing the town that became a city is Aradale. It's an asylum established in 1865. I mean, look, it's a beautiful building, clearly in disrepair, and it's creepy. But maybe because I've seen films like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Definitely. Let's have a look. So it was a lunatic asylum. So that's from the Latin lunaticus, as in moonstruck. Full moon ring any bells for you? So lunatic asylum, then it became a hospital for the insane, then a mental hospital, then a psychiatric hospital as the terms changed, and now it's a tourist attraction. And we're at the wrong gate. I wonder if it's too early to check in. It's a joke. It's a funny one though. There's a tour, of course, Aradale Ghost Tours, run by the very real yet strangely unreal Nathaniel. Nathaniel.
Hey Andrew, how you going?
I'm good. I'm just wondering if I really wanna...
Oh, you definitely do.
And if I go in, will I definitely...
No, well, it depends if the building likes you or not.
Oh.
Welcome to Aradale.
Thanks,
the
mate.
largest abandoned lunatic asylum in the Southern Hemisphere.
Let's go, eh? Shall we?
We shall.
Okay. As you'd imagine, a place like this, with a history like this, has a bunch of stories.
So, as you can see, it's on top of a hill. You can see it for kilometres in every direction. That is because in the 1800s, the psychiatrists thought that lunacy was an airborne disease, and by putting asylums on top of hills, the theory was that the wind would blow the lunacy away.
The psychiatrists thought that.
That is one of the theories.
Who were the lunatics?
Yeah, well, very much so.
The asylum was operational from 1865 to 1998. At its peak, Aradale held almost 1,000 patients, with a separate J ward offering a more secure facility for the criminally insane. There's almost 70 abandoned buildings on the complex, and it continues to cast a curious spell over the city of Ararat. It's amazing. You've got the town of Ararat right there, and then this place. What do you love about it?
It's such a unique Australian story, and it's such a haunting story. It's dark, it's scary, it's sad, and it's confronting. And it's an honour to be able to show people through this building and introduce them to all of our ghosts.
Right. So it is a ghost story.
This is definitely a very haunted building.
There are some places you have to see, and some you weirdly want to. If you're going to find a ghost, this is probably the room, I'm guessing. It's the morgue. I read some reviews about the tour, and someone said it was like one of the best days of their life. They'd been waiting 2 years to come here, and they got to come, and then the guide let them lie in here. I mean, some people. Night now. At this time of day, it's probably more of a history than a ghost tour. Come the night time, however, it's pretty confronting, the whole thing, you know, because the world now is so, like, we try to make it so happy, and then this is like an unblanding. It's a true story, and one that should be told, and I think that's the reason to come. That's the point. See the way things used to be, which is not necessarily the best way. Dark tourism. Nathaniel, wait. Don't leave me. We're getting to the Grampians, but what's a great destination without a great detour? If you're a current Forester driver, you'd be used to the speedos set up in front of you, which is great, works perfectly. But in some of the new hybrid models, you've got a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, which is like widescreen TV. It's amazing. When it turns on, it's like a film. Anyway, you've got 3 different screens. You've got your eyesight screen. You can change that. I mean, like, it literally all changes in front of you. So change that, then it brings up your speedo screen, which is so much more than a speedo screen. I'll tell you that another day. And then hit the button again, and it brings up your maps, which is fantastic, especially when you're driving in places where you don't really know where you're going, like Murtoa to the stick shed. So you put your destination in, and then the map reveals itself in front of you, literally in front of you. So you're not looking away. You just, when a turn comes up, it's there, right there. So when a turn does come up, and there aren't many turns on the way to Murtoa, the information is in front of you. It's not off to the side, so you keep your focus where it needs to be, which is on the road or there just off it. Very good. The stick shed, that's where we're going. Victoria is the capital of silo art. Now, you know about the silo art trail where they paint the silos. Murtoa's got one by Smug. He's a street artist, so he's the one who did it. And just around the corner from there is the stick shed. Now, this is a classic piece of ironic Australian naming, like calling the tall bloke Tiny or the redhead Blue. The stick shed is this structure, this huge building made of sticks or logs imported from the Dandenongs in the 1940s for an oversupply of grain. It's enormous and fantastic. And what do they call it? The stick shed. Built for purpose by hand during the war, the stick shed was one of many in the area to handle a bumper crop at a time when exporting was not an option. Murtoa's stick shed is the last man standing. It's a grain silo. It's a grain storage facility, but it's so much more than that. It feels like a church or it's an agricultural cathedral is what it actually is. And it makes me think of the European cathedrals. Hundreds and hundreds of years in the making, and yet there's this in the middle of central Victoria in the wheat belt. 3 weeks in the planning, 4 months in the making, and it is utterly compelling. I mean, it's just beautiful. The sound, the space. Oh, very, very good. Very good. Was it a wheat storage facility, or was it some kind of crazy country creche? It depends who you ask. And if you ask David Grigg... So David, you came here as a kid. What was that like?
Well, we used to come in here as a kid. A lot of us, young fellas, would crawl in underneath the railway tracks on the track, and we'd go up to the top, right up to there, up into the catwalk,
yeah.
And then we'd jump into the wheat. and then we'd go down the side, then we'd do it again, and we used to have great times.
Well, hang on, you can't disappear into the...
No,
obviously.
no, you'd only go into the weed up to about your knees.
How important is this to the region, even back in the 40s, but on the way through?
Well, in the early days, as a wheat storage, it was very, very important to the wheat industry, because during the war, because of embargoes and things like that, we couldn't export our wheat.
Okay.
And then, so therefore, there was a wheat glut in the community, and these places were built across Australia to store wheat during the war.
Oh, so there's more like this?
Oh, there were 23 built in Australia, and this is the last remaining.
What's the general feeling from people when they see it? Like, what do they say about it?
Well, I think that the general thing is amazing.
Yeah.
It's incredible, it's amazing. And we've got a little bit of a slogan that we've got now, is that it has to be seen to be believed.
Right.
It has to be seen to be believed, because pictures and photographs don't do it justice.
Yeah. Well, it's 265
265 metres long.
65?
65 wide and 19 metres up the top.
Yeah, so it's enormous,
It's
staggering.
A huge room. And a lot of people, well, it's now got the name, the Cathedral of the Wimmera, because it is just such a cathedral-like sort of structure.
It definitely has that feeling, doesn't it?
That feeling, yeah.
It's got a feeling of great peace.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know how many times I've been in here, but every time I come in here now, I'm just still amazed. I just love it.
A surprising perspective of the Grampians beckons. That's next. I think what I love about driving holidays is you never really know what you're going to get. And Victoria is an incredibly diverse state. And I'll be honest with you about something. I thought this part of it, which is an olive farm, would be a bit average, because, an olive farm is an olive farm is an olive farm. But wrong again, Mr. Daddo. This is quite beautiful. It's probably more like Italy than Victoria, even though I've only been to Italy once and never anywhere like this. Just beyond the vineyards, at the very base of the Grampians, and you're into olive country, but maybe not as you'd expected. Greg is at the helm of a thriving family business. Greg, I've been to a few olive farms, but nothing has ever looked like this in Australia. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I think it is. This grove's pretty unique, and it's planted 80 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's planted in a 10 by 10 spacing. So it's reminiscent of the European groves.
Well, that's what it feels. It feels like very Italian.
Yeah, it does have a real Tuscan feel, doesn't it?
And when you say 10 by 10, what does that mean?
So there's 10 metres between trees and 10 metres between rows.
Okay.
So it gives the trees space to spread their roots out and draw moisture from a bigger area.
Okay, because you're not irrigated, are you?
That's right. No irrigation, just natural rainfall. It's a very sustainable way to grow the olives.
Yeah. Okay. So in terms of when I'm looking at the bottle, like I'm doing my olive oil snobbery wine tasting, whatever it is, is that one of the things that you're not irrigated, organic?
The lack of irrigation produces less olives, but more intense flavours.
Right. So I tasted some of them. They're just like the chili and the garlic and the truffles. It's like unbelievable. So how important is that for the flavour, for the oil to have the flavour that it has?
So the pure extra virgin olive oil that we cold press on farm and bottle is the most pure expression of what we do here. And the infusions, we add that flavour in after pressing to just create a delicious product that's convenient to use and enhances your dishes.
You've got to be there. Look out. They've got honey as well. You should come to say, mate. Wow, exciting. Yeah, well, it's a beautiful spot.
Yeah.
Wow. Is he after you or me?
I don't know. We're both pretty sweet, I guess. So.
We're not that far from city life, yet out here, it really does feel like another world. Broad, vast skies cover the plains that change from flat to undulating and back again without you seeming to notice. It's a drive that's constantly changing, yet still staying familiar. Huge gums line the roads and pastoral lands. It is beautiful in that bountiful, open, country way. One surprise leads to another. Lake Fyans is like a revelation. It's this vast body of water you can see in your maps, but not from the road. Then, once you drive up over the levee, it's quite fantastic. This is a view of genuine beauty. I'm guessing I'm not the only one who is surprised at this, given the drive to get here.
Yeah, it's a pretty amazing part of the world. We're surrounded for hundreds of kilometres in any direction of just flat ground.
Yeah,
and then
and
this mountain
dry.
range. And dry. Yeah, it's a really hard place to be, and it's one of the reasons why this place is so significant culturally. It's an oasis. This mountain range pops out of nowhere, triggers rainfall and creates other weather, and we get amazing lakes and waterways like this to come and play in.
Yeah, I'm glad you said oasis as well, because that's what I was thinking. And it's freshwater too.
Yep.
So there's fish and bird life and...
Yeah, so fisheries actually stock it, so it's another recreation
Do they?
area.
What sort of fish?
Amazing, heaps of golden perch, there's a couple of trout species. One of the lakes up the top even has Chinook salmon.
Okay, so there's other lakes as well, isn't there? And that's one of the things about the Grampians. There's, like, it's a different area to what you expect.
Yeah, everyone knows around the mountains and the walking trails, but there's actually 7 different reservoirs scattered all around, in and around the national park, and they all have something a little bit different to offer.
Shall we?
We shall. Only thing left, would you like red or blue?
I'll go Subaru Blue.
Subaru blue.
Let's go together.
We'll be together.
You can commentate all the everything we're going to see. Can I roll my jeans up?
Yep, that'll be good. We'll have to paddle in a little bit, or waddle in a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that the right? Looking good.
He's right about the paddling. It is quiet despite the blow from the south. Old gums line the edges like mighty skeleton, and it's clearly a refuge for a stack of wildlife. From dawn to sunset, the view to the Grampians might be one of the best in the region. That's quite good. Adrian did most of the work, of course. Actually, the Grampians, I mean, look, I grew up in Victoria, so I always knew about the Grampians, but I don't think I ever came here, so it's like a fresh sort of discovery. A bit like the Forester, to be honest. It's full of surprises, and like literally just this part, like we're surrounded by the Wimmera, and it's all, you saw it, the grassland, it's flat and, you know, but Mount Difficult that way, Mount William that way, a 13-day walk. That's Victoria's outback. That's wetlands, mountain areas up there. It's phenomenal. So it's definitely worth a visit. So is that, frankly. Now leave me here while I try and think of Subaru's next great Australian detour. And I'll do some of the work this time. You ready? Go again?
Let's go again.